welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button to stay inspired to wise up and rise up above these narcissists. If you clicked on this video, you want to hear me talk more about why does the narcissist always tell you what they know that you want to hear, right? It's like at the end of the day, you know when somebody is like literally agreeing with everything that you're saying, you just like know your gut is telling you something inside of you that something's up. Why is this person agreeing with everything that I'm saying? What are they trying to do? What are they up to? You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, the narcissist will always tell you what they know that you want to hear, especially when they know they're guilty sometimes of doing something, right? They're gonna feed to you everything that they think that you would want to hear, especially if they're love bombing you, right? If they're love bombing you at the beginning of the relationship, or let's say you guys haven't spoke in a while, or you discarded them, or they have a new supplier, they want something from you. At the end of the day, anytime that the narcissist wants something from you or wants to get something from you, they're gonna come in and they're gonna try to manipulate you. They're gonna try to, again, love bomb you, right? And tell you all these amazing, nice things that they already know and studied off of knowing what you desire and what you want to hear, right? Maybe you want attention. Maybe you want to hear that you are sexy. Maybe you want to hear that you're you're a good person, or, you're strong, you're kind, whatever it is that you want. They will come in and they will try to tell you all these amazing things that they know that you want to hear, because narcissists are very strategic. They know exactly what they need to do to stroke your ego, or to get your attention, or to make you feel good, right? They know all this stuff. This is why at the beginning of the relationship, if you really analyzed, right, when you first met the narcissist, how they would ask you so much questions about yourself, right? And really, and it's not, I'm not saying it's not bad when somebody asks you, a lot of questions to get to know you, but a lot of times they will ask about your past, or, they would ask certain questions that really dive deep in understanding how they can manipulate and control you, right? Like if you had daddy issues, or if you had, like a heartache or a pain of something in another relationship, they'll ask you like certain questions that will dive deeper in understanding where they can, learn on the parts within inside of yourself that is screaming for somebody to see you, to love you, to care for you. And then they will feed off of your traumas, or knowing your stories, and how to, pull and tug your emotions, right? From getting to know what are the trauma areas within inside of yourself. And then again, like I said, everything is strategic. They do this so that they can learn what are the ways that they know that they can gain power and control over you. Knowing what are your traumas, knowing, what are your pains, knowing what are the things that you are seeking so badly from outside of you, so that they can love bomb you and provide all those things to you, whatever they know they want to get their hooks into you, right? At the end of the day, everything that the narcissist does is always orchestrated, right? They literally put on different masks for different people and mimic knowing, again, what it is exactly that you desire and you want, and then tell you whatever you want to hear, or maybe do what they know that you want them to do. At that moment when they're trying to love bomb you to, again, gain power and control over your mind and your emotions. This is why it's so important to learn what is a narcissist, learn what are their patterns, learn and educate, yourself on, let's say, if you experienced it, right, fully understand what did you experience with them? What was your patterns that you seen with them, right? What are their tactics? Because narcissistic people have a personality disorder and they have certain patterns, this is why so many people can tell their stories and their stories be so similar, right? You have no idea how many times I hear on TikTok, how many people say in my comments, oh my gosh, have you talked to my husband before? Or, oh my gosh, have you seen my wife before? Because at the end of the day, some of the things that I'm sharing, the tips and tools, or the things I'm talking about narcissism, there's other people who are literally have their relationships that are exactly the same of what I'm talking about or that I experienced with my ex-narcissist. Because at the end of the day, these people have a personality disorder. It's understanding that they are, who they are based off of their personality disorder, and that they have patterns in what they do with different partners, but they just wear different masks, right? They put on different masks for the different people and feeding those different people and telling them what they know that those different people want to hear, and doing exactly what those different people want them to do in the love bombing phase, right? So the narcissist, when they want to love bomb you, they're always going to come around and tell you exactly what you want to hear. Say the right things, do the right things, but it's always temporary. They do this for a short period of time to get their hooks into you, get what they know they needed to get out of you, and then they're back to their old patterns and their old ways of the mask falling off and them showing you who they truly are deep down. And then you're back to, feeling like you're crazy. Like, what did I just do? Where did this person just go? Who is this person? Because you see their true colors and their true sides, right? And it's just a tug and pull war that you're constantly always going to be in. And again, this is why it's so important to be gentle on yourself when, let's say, you do fall backwards and you do fall for the love bombing, right? Be gentle on yourself, because the chemical reactions that your brain goes through from a narcissistic relationship is as strong as a heroin addiction. So it's understanding that you didn't fall for the love bombing because, again, you love this person. You didn't fall back because you love this person. You didn't, stay for so long because you love this person. I learned, based off of my experience and what I've educated myself on, is we stayed because of the trauma bond that got, created from the ups and downs and the highs and the lows, and what the narcissist did with us and how much that affected our brain through the chemical reactions. And this is why I'm saying the chemical reactions that are given off to your brain when you're in a narcissistic relationship is just as bad as a heroin addiction. So do you understand right then and there that it's an addiction that you have with the narcissist based off of the chemical reactions that are being given off in your brain? It was never love. Because if it was love, you would understand that somebody doesn't lie to you, disrespect you, cheat on you, and, verbally abuse you, mentally abuse you. That's not love. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I love this person, no. And then if you think that they loved you, a person who loves you would not do those things to you. A person who embodies love would not do those hurtful and vindictive things to you. And if you knew what love was as well on your end, you would not, be accepting that, right? So when the narcissist comes around and tells you everything that you want to hear, and which they do tell you that and do what you want when they want to love bomb you, when they want to get back power and control over your mind and over your emotions, when they see that maybe you're drifting away, or maybe they come back and they say what you want, do what you want because they know they messed up in some sort of way, right? The end of the day, everything that the narcissist does is strategic. They know what they're doing, right? And they do these things because of the fact that their personality disorder. And when you can stand in the facts to understand that these people are not like you, that they do have a personality disorder, that they do have patterns that they have, that there's so many people out there in the world who are experiencing these narcissistic people and know the patterns that you are actually going through or you've been through, right? You will understand to more and more stand in the facts that when these people try to come around and they try to love bomb you, or they try to do what they know you want, you will not fall. You will not, fall for, what they're trying to do. because you know better. So that's why I'm trying to share with you guys these things, because I experienced it before, right? Where the narcissist will come around and tell me all these amazing, nice things inside of my ears. I would stroke their ego, because that's all the narcissist wants, is supply from you. And that's stroking their ego, making them feel good, making them feel that, you know, that they're superior. Like literally showing them that you are just desperate, dying for. Once they get all that attention from you, they will drop you again, right? Or they will stop treating you good and then treat you like shit all over again if you're in a relationship with them. Or if you're not in a relationship with them, they'll come around and they'll say all these nice things or do whatever they want just to get their ego stroked and then drop you again, right? So at the end of the day, I'm sharing with you all these things is at the end of the day, they know what they are doing, right? Narcissistic people, again, they have a personality disorder. They do these things and they really don't care, because of the fact that as long as they're getting their supply, as long as their ego's getting stroked, that's all that matters to them. If you are hurting in the process, if they see that, you know, you're upset or you're frustrated or anything to do with you and your emotions, they lack empathy. That's part of their personality disorder. So if you think to yourself, oh, why is this person doing this to me? You know, why did this person do this to me? Why are they hurting me? All those questions that you're asking, you need to ask yourself that. It's time for us to wise up and rise up and look inward, to ask, why did you even allow it in the first place? How can I love on myself to show myself that I'm worthy enough to not allow somebody to come around and talk all these talks inside of my ears or do these things temporarily, and I feel good temporarily, but then I'm back to square one of feeling like something's wrong with me, that I'm not enough, or you know, asking the wrong questions of why did they do what they do, because at the end of the day, they have a personality disorder. Now it's time to rise up and ask yourself, why do I allow this person to do what they do to me, right? And work on you. Take all the attention off of them and work on you, but stand in the facts to understand who these people are, right? And knowing that they will never change and that everything that they do is very strategic, right? And they lack empathy, so they don't care what they're doing to you, to not fall back in the trap of them love bombing you and coming around and telling you everything that they want to hear, that you want to hear. All right? If you ever need help and learning more and how you can stand in your power, take back your power, to stand in the facts, you can always reach out to me. You can always book a one-on-one with me, and I can help guide you through learning on how you can work on yourself and your situation, on how to wise up and rise up above these narcissists today. Make sure you're joining all my platforms, you guys, to stay tuned to the Wise Up, Rise Up NARC community to support you. There's the Facebook group, there's my TikTok, there's my podcast. All of these platforms have different content on it to help you to keep staying inspired and motivated to wise up and rise up above these narcissists today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys again on another video.